Good evening everybody and welcome to a Let's Play of The Sinking City. Now this game is supposed to be, it's a horror game and it's on the likes of H.P. Lovecraft, who's a very scary guy. So we're now going to play, see what this is all about, and if you do like the video, make sure you hit that like button. I know about Days Gone, files have been corrupted, I've kind of left it, but I'll go back to it and try and get to that point and just start from there again. But today we are doing The Sinking City, so let's get into it, shall we? Frosty, welcome. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Mass. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmount, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmount as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes van der Berg. Right, Van der Berg is a footballer. Press any buttons to continue. Okay, let's go. Picture is glowing. They're dead. He's the only one alive. I don't know, seeing things? Maybe mentally unstable. Now he sounds a bit like Darth Vader. It's okay. I just had a little tweak on my shoulder. It tweaked just then. Okay, it got me, okay? I didn't expect that. I thought something was going to pop up behind me, but no. Okay, so what's happened to our ship? Is that Cthulhu? That's a big squid. Just fell off. You dead? Back in bed. It's like a butterfly effect. You die, you come back to where you were. Relive all day again. Save the people on the thing. No? That's it? Okay. So I'm gonna grab...
Hope I never have to use it. But something tells me I will.
Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as requested, I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmount, Mass. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent. Right, I've read this, haven't I? Yes, I have. I've read this. Picked something up I couldn't see. Right, what's this? On the wall. What's it? Oh, okay. Right. No, I need that. Take a picture. Photo of a trophy plate, okay.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Oakmount. Oh, I've got XP for that. All evidence collector, so am I down in here? Oh, no, I'm not. What did I get? Gunpowder coil springs. Okay. Hello! Ah, what a beautiful city. Aha, you first, mate.
Now get out.
I have a gun. You get out my boat. You. You look like some...
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
To meet you, nice.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr.
I can walk by
Vandenberg.
myself.
I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners?
Your Highness.
Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Okay, so, about my problem. What's the deal with the city? Nice suit. What's the deal with the city?
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most
Sometimes
maps I
he's
found
here,
didn't
Wigan.
mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
So, about my problem.
You said you know someone who can help me with my
What's that
problem.
problem? Just take 2 of these a
Visions
day,
have
you'll be
been
fine.
getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
So where is Robert?
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out.
So he's a big man.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering
So you're
seeds
smart.
of thought, like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
So how do I get to the...
That's the best way to get around Oakmont. I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
No, keep your gun.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Okay.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This
You can't
city
handle the
is
truth, though.
insular.
That's why
Its
you sent me, I'm a
ways
private eye.
mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Goodbye, Your Highness.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you
Phone.
later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds.
So he's kind of like a Lucifer then. If he's like, I can find you. Right. Always look at the start. 'Cause the fuck is that? That is... It's a squeak. Okay. Right, so... Hello? Hello, can I talk to you? Can I talk to him?
The end is nigh. It will begin again. What is down comes up. The seed is sowed.
Okay, he's cuckoo. I have a map. Right, so that's all limits collect. This place here is a boat. The city port. Blocked passage. So I can't go there, can I? So where do I need to go? Aha. So that's there, so obviously I'm going to be taking a boat all the way to, that's the Devil's Reef Hotel, Chronicle, Police Department. Okay, wait. So I got lore. Ah, we all like a good lore. Big up my supernatural fans. Without lore, we won't be able to defeat who we need to defeat. Now, I don't know how the hell. If Cthulhu is in this, then don't know how we're gonna do that. But photo of the trophy. Trophy with strange fish. Looks very lifelike. Ugh. Okay, that's the only law. Casebook Frosty, welcome. Find Robert. Okay. So quick. Oh, cutscene.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port
That's an
until
ape.
my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
Shut up.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do
Hunted.
you care? What's your angle, outsider?
I'm a
Well,
private
like I said,
eye.
I'm a PI.
Oh, yeah.
Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat.
Okay.
Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and
is an
smart,
ape.
the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's
He needs
disappearance
shade.
is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Okay, your features are unusual, I'm gonna say that.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up
I've
to
never
the
seen someone
Throgmorton
quite like
lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
I'm just gonna call you Ape Man.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the
Fish.
police burned Innsmouth to the ground.
This is X-Men.
Now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
Always watching.
So they're just
Always
refugees.
watching. Mike
Hardly.
Wazowski.
They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of
That's
trouble.
nice.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions.
See a vision.
Outbreaks
I'm gonna
of
die
hysteria.
a lot.
I'm trying to get to the bottom
Yes.
of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can
Has
I
he
ask
got
you a
green
few
fingers?
questions?
How dare you?
Okay, you
My
sir.
son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Yes, that was- I dream. I want my ship being stuck on a rock.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find
I'm a
out.
PI.
What makes you think you...
Because I'm a PI!
Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
don't care.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
Yes,
Sorry, did you just say Vera?
very much.
What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a
So why
deal.
don't just say
I see.
fine.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit more about your apeness.
I need to know more about what happened
Damn
to
it.
Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I
Standard
already
questions.
told you everything.
Just the facts.
After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
A duck.
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house.
Rituals.
I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye.
I think
You're
I know what that
standing right
means.
in front of
Oh,
it.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton,
it's raining, well, mind you.
it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Here's a question for everyone. I'll have a look at the evidence as well, but what type of weather do you like? It's hot here in England today. Me personally, I like the rain, I like the cold. That's just me. Let's have a look at the evidence. Alright, it's just telling me about it. That's right. Can I get a photo of you? Can I get a photo of you? Smile. Ah, look at that. Right, map. Right, so is it? Can I get out? I just want to have a look. Library. This is a big map. So, Mine Palace. Pardon me. The Throgmortons and Innsmouthers are in ongoing feud. What's this? Right, casebook. Robert Fulton wants me to find his son. Albert went missing in the port. Alright, so it's just something I need to go to the port. So the port is obviously going to be the... Can I have a place marker? Can we go this way? How is this? No, I'm pressing wrong buttons. 6 bullets in the chamber, you never know. I want to check what's down here. Can I run? I've just got a feeling something's down. Nothing down here? Yeah, we'll talk to this guy.
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
Okay. I will pray to the sea. Hello, great waters of the ocean of blue. Thank you for the rain. We have too much water. You are going to kill us. Just remember, I am not stuck here with you. You are stuck here with me. Just putting that out there. Thank you. There you go. I prayed to the water, and I have warmed the water. Ah, good evening, sir.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
You want a bullet? No, I'm not going to shoot. I'm not going to shoot an innocent man. You, sir!
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Okay, so this is somewhere that I took. Play it, Sam. Okay.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Stay alert! Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
What's this?
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future
Oh,
holds.
storytelling.
You're some kind of
No,
fortune
she's a
teller.
stripper.
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
To tell.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
Alright, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here,
Fortunes haven't got
newcomer.
what money, that's new.
After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
So in other words, you want a bullet. Shall I give her a bullet? 1 bullet. Would I need that bullet? I feel I'll regret this. I'll give her a bullet.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars circled by the dead. A race from one to the next as time
I
itself
have to get into Lucifer's
laughs.
cage. What?
I think I'd like my bullet back.
It is what it is. The truth will out soon. Me, I just caught an early glimpse.
Why do I feel like I got scammed?
Tempting. Okay, hello.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
Have a look.
Bye.
Don't do
Hi,
that again.
punch you. Can I have a look?
What the? Get the... Oh!
I bet there's something there I can pick up. So what is with the floor? I mean, I know there's floods.
The door won't budge.
Why would it? Here we go, I can't go for it.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
I gave you clear instructions.
Don't
did
do
I
anything
not?
stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed. Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
I can just hear something. Oh, so
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
right, but I. So we're supposed to go here all along, right? Yeah.
Choo choo. Ahem.
That's an Easter egg too. Choo choo, bitches.
Choo choo. Ahem. Choo
Yeah,
choo.
okay.
Ahem.
Let's have a look at this guy.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
We'll go that way.
was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Jumped out the way. But what was that? I saw myself hang.
5 cards short of a full house. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Oh.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulena.
So, I'm supernatural. That's right, right. Anything else in there? Harpoons? Those are harpoons. We could take one of them. Cthulhu.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
I wouldn't say masterful work.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
You know what it looks like. Can I talk to you?
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you?
I'm
You
PI.
police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay.
Do you know where he is?
What do you want?
I just told you.
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Tell me what happened.
I want to know what happened here.
Who
Every
killed the
detail.
guy
I
on the floor?
don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious. Barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing. Just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
I called you,
That sounds familiar.
Maybe he don't like you. Who is Kay?
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. K is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. K be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to.
You sure?
Starting to suspect the worst.
Suspicious of him. He could have done
how
it.
Paul died.
You never know.
Don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. K, have mercy on his
That must be
soul.
one fishy house because of all the fish.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, K, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. And the police will stop anyone
See, I'm
coming
suspicious
in
now,
around
even
here, so
more.
I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
You're legit. Oh, whoa!
What's happening?
Right, so he ran.
Take this, ape-face.
Someone shot him while someone was trying to be the Hulk. Anything through here? Anything through here?
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, run!
I'm gonna try some. So all started in here. So that's 1. Then 2.
Take this, ape-face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Who's that? I need to go to my mine palace. Oh crap! Right. This is probably going to take me. So, Albert attacked the fisherman. Lewis shot with that one. Albert returned unstable. Albert returned unstable. No. What? Combine clues to make a decision. Okay. Shit. As it Lewis and his people suffered. Right. Okay, so Albert attacked the fisherman. One fisherman. Albert. Suppose I'm very safe. I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? Oh no, I'm doing it right. I'm just putting the pieces together. Yeah, baby. I can track down Albert. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural senses. Carry on. No. Right, you. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you?
Let's see what you find.
Okay, I'm gonna fall down here. Right. Hello, can I talk to you for a second?
I gave you clear instructions.
Okay, you do not want to listen. Right, so. Key evidence is collected. The law. The sea will be generous on coming days. Many that's the lady. Right, so Albert the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I tracked them using my supernatural senses. A fisherman brought unconscious Albert Throgmorton to use house and left. What? Albert woke up and caused an outburst of hysteria and attacked the rest of the fishermen. One of the fishermen shot him and Albert fled through the hole. Will Hammer, the fisherman, lives with 3 other colleagues, Barry, Paul, and a intimate named Lewis. Right, so what?
Did I not?
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer.
Let me talk to the one they call
My head! I still hear their voices.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Okay. Fuck was that? No. missing something here. So using my supernatural senses, by the looks of it, I have a sanity bar. When the sanity bar goes down, I start hallucinating. This is good to know. But 3. I've got 3 here, 2 over there.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Freeze, LAPD. Hello?
There's something in the pocket.
Lewis, please, just give me 1 more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater, like everyone else right now. I don't have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port, but don't worry. I'm struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just 1 more week and I will return everything with double interest.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far. The door won't budge.
3. No, it said something about padlock. Right. Padlocks can be broken with a shot or a melee attack. Okay.
The door won't budge.
I had a noise.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Ah! What about that? I will end you! Where'd it go? Mine Palace. Albert's murder. No. Okay. Lewis left the crime scene. Bar owner. Yeah, Lewis is meant to kill Albert, but may be hiding in the bar. Okay. Albert was murdered. No. Lewis. There. Okay. It's all coming together. I love you. We go through this door. Gunpowder shell casings. This is a warehouse. Hello, police. I want to go up. Can I go up? Can't go up. Get out of it. can go to the bar.
Oh. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here. I'm going to talk to the bartender. I'm with the key.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the
You
blood.
think?
Fine. If it gets me out of this mess, you can have him.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him once and for all. But save the shooting for outside, huh?
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. I've seen some unsettling creatures around.
Unsettling creatures.
Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
Monsters.
So you
Need to
met
kill
a
'em.
wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you
I
want
need
to
coal.
erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
Bye.
Okay. That's it. No. Okay, something weird happened there, but okay, let's open the door. Hello.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Okay. Tell me what happened.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
His eyes are so big.
Well,
it's like
Barry dragged that damn ape to our house.
How you
He was
doing?
bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
What kind of...
He's a fish man.
Why do you... Your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different
No,
to you?
I'm just asking.
Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
no, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by
That's
this
blessings.
shit. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled.
Scared.
Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons.
Because they're
Care to fill
fish
me in?
versus humans.
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable.
Can't you just go in the sea?
We needed jobs, food, and medicine.
They're fish.
The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
Okay, cowboy. What is the Grand Family?
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer.
Oh my god, yes! I'm a PI.
Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay.
Okay.
People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
Apart from me.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
Well, I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
It turns out I arrived here unprepared for business. You give me a little something to get started, and my lips are sealed.
Oh,
I
dealing
knew
with
you'd
the devil!
understand. Here you are, Mr. Reed.
Thank you. Yeah, a sausage. Pause.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
But you know what? I could tell on him. I mean, I got bullets now, so. Yeah, right. So there. Lewis was aware of what he was doing during the fight. Lewis was mentally affected and couldn't entirely control his actions. Confirmed. Right, so Lewis was under mental influence. Lewis killed Albert Throgmorton while under some sort of mental influence. He could not control his actions and thus can't be blamed for Albert's death. I could try and cover for him, or else Robert Throgmorton will have his head. Okay, yeah. Now I've got to go all the way back to him. Hopefully I don't run into any fucking monsters. Excuse me, ape man! Planet of the Apes! I have news. Let's see if he knows anything about the strange creatures.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something.
You sound like Christopher Walken.
What? I don't have all day.
Some unusual creatures. And they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
Shit. That Innsmouther fisherman,
My bad.
Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood.
Pause it. You're fine.
Have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Reward?
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Gay to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police
I'm a
couldn't.
private investigator.
But I digress.
I do more work than the police.
Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or
Fate brought you to this place.
But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Any link between visions and hysteria, maybe?
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
A geological expedition?
They found something that they shouldn't, they opened it, and
I
boom.
have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
Do you think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Not yet.
If I'm going to look into
right.
this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man.
Get in the rain.
I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Okay. Hook, line, and sinker. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave this episode right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, hit the like button. Please comment down if I've missed anything, or you saw something that I didn't, or something I'm doing wrong. But I will catch you all in the next episode. Take care, God bless, and as always, see ya.